Hello. Good afternoon. Oh my word, it is actually 13:22. Yes, I'm in Britain. I have 24-hour clock on not just my watch, on my computer, not on my clock in the hallway, but on my phones. Yeah, I have 24-hour clock everywhere. Not my microwave. Yes. So, it is the afternoon of day 139 of reading the Bible in a year. Wow. And it's been almost a year, well, about 11 months since my ex broke up with me. And I'm quite glad that they did, because I've been able to get back into my faith and actually have time to do things for me. And I remember some years ago about someone saying that in one of Paul's letters he says, if you want to get married, get married. If you don't want to get married, don't. And in terms of at the moment, I'm kind of indifferent because I'm not in a place for me, although I should be thinking about God more than me. It's difficult in this time. Yeah. Anyway, I should start reading because it's almost 3 minutes since I started the video. Right. I am reading 2nd Chronicles chapters 15 and 16 on day 139 of reading the Bible in a year. You ready? Reforms of Asa. Now the Spirit of God came upon Azariah the son of Oded, and he went out to meet Asa and said to him, Hear me, Asa, and all Judah and Benjamin. The Lord is with you while you are with him. If you seek him, he will be found by you. But if you forsake him, he will forsake you. For a long time Israel has been without the true God, without a teaching priest, without the law. But when in trouble, they turned to the Lord, God of Israel, and sought him, and he was found by them. And in those times there was no peace to the one who went out, nor to the one who came in, but a great turmoil was on all the inhabitants of the lands. So nation was destroyed by nation, and city by city, for God troubled them with every adversity. But you, be strong, and do not let your hands be weak, for your work shall be rewarded. And when Asa heard these words, and the prophecy of Oded the prophet, he took courage, and removed the abominable idols from all the land of Judah and Benjamin, and from the cities which he had taken in the mountains of Ephraim. And he restored the altar of the Lord, that was before the vestibule of the Lord. And then he gathered all Judah and Benjamin, and those who dwelt with them from Ephraim, Manasseh, and Simeon, for they came over to him in great numbers from Israel, when they saw that the Lord God was with him. So they gathered together at Jerusalem in the 3rd month of the 15th year of the reign of Asa. And they offered to the Lord at that time 700 bulls, 7,000 sheep from the spoil they had brought. That's a lot of animals. And then they entered into a covenant to seek the Lord God of their fathers with all their heart and with all their soul. And whoever would not seek the Lord God of Israel was to be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman. And then they took an oath before the Lord with a loud voice, with shouting and trumpets and ram's horns. And all Judah rejoiced at the oath, for they had sworn with all their heart and had sought him with all their soul. And he was found by them, and the Lord God gave them rest all around. Also he removed Maachah, the mother of Asa the king, from being queen mother, because she had made an obscene image of Asherah. And Asa cut down her obscene image, then crushed and burnt it by the brook Kidron. But the high places were not removed from Israel. Nevertheless, the heart of Asa was loyal all his days. He also brought into the house of God the things that his father had dedicated, and that he himself had dedicated, silver and gold and utensils. And there was no war until the 35th year of the reign of Asa. Asa's treaty with Syria. In the 36th year of the reign of Asa, Baasha, the king of Israel, came up against Judah and built Ramah, that he might let no one out or come in to Asa, king of Judah. Then Asa brought silver and gold from the treasuries of the house of the Lord and the king's house, and sent to Ben-Hadad of king of Syria, who dwelt in Damascus, saying, "Let there be a treaty between you and me, as there was between my father and your father. See, I have sent you silver and gold. Come, break away your treaty from King Baasha of Israel, so that he will withdraw from me." So Ben-Hadad heeded King Asa, and sent the captains of his armies against the cities of Israel. They attacked Ijon, Dan, Abel-maim, and all the storage cities of Naphtali. Now it happened, when Baasha heard it, that he stopped building Ramah and ceased his work. Then King Asa took all Judah, and they carried away the stones and timber of Ramah, which Baasha had used for building, and with them he built Geba and Mizpah. Put to good use, I see. Hanani's message to Asa. And at the time Hanani the seer came to Asa the king of Judah, and said to him, "Because you have relied on the king of Syria, and have not relied on the Lord your God, therefore the army of the king of Syria has escaped from your hand. Were the Ethiopians and the Lubim not a huge army with very many chariots and horsemen? Yet because you relied on the Lord, he delivered them into your hand. For the eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth, to show himself strong on behalf of those whose heart is loyal to him. In this you have done foolishly, and therefore from now on you will have wars." Then Asa was angry with the seer, and put him in prison, for he was enraged at him because of this. And Asa oppressed some of the people at that time. Oh no. Illness and death of Asa. Note that the acts of Asa, first and last, are indeed written in the book of the kings of Judah and Israel. And in the 39th year of his reign, Asa became diseased in his feet, and his malady was severe. Yet in his disease he did not seek the Lord, but the physicians. So Asa rested with his fathers. He died in the 41st year of his reign. They buried him in his own tomb, which he had made for himself in the city of David. And they laid him in the bed, which was filled with spices and various ingredients, prepared in a mixture of ointments. They made a very great burning for him. And that's the end of that. Yeah, so there's still some crossover of First Kings and Second Chronicles. Second Chronicles, I think, is more focused on Judah than Israel, and Kings is more. Well, actually, Kings is kind of both, something like that. Anyway, I will stop there for that reading, and I will see you in the next reading, which will be in just a minute. Yes, I've got 2 more readings to do today.